Hello, good morning, everyone. Today we'll be doing circular measure. Okay, in this 1 hour session, okay, so I will be discussing a few questions that might come out in the exam on this Thursday. And it is predicted to have 10 to 16 marks in your paper 1 and paper 2. Hopefully it will be easy for you. Before we start with circular measure, let me show you the formula that we have. Circular measure, this angle is theta, this is the arc, this is the radius. Basic formula, S equals to R theta. Okay, that's the first formula, very basic formula. And then the area for the sector is half R square theta. Okay, and then we have R theta. The area is half AB sine theta. So if we are going to find this area, the area will be this minus this. Half R square theta minus sine theta. That's the basic formula. All right. So in SPM, okay, there will be another information that you need to know. That is, if this is radius and this is tangent, it will be 90 degree. All right, it will be 90 degree. And another thing that you need to know is, if a circle is inscribed with equilateral triangle, it will be 60 degree. 60 degree is pi over 3 radian. Pi over 3 radian. Okay, so this few information you will use it, okay, in exam. All right, let's start with these questions that I selected for you, and that is Johor trial paper. Okay, let's look at the question. Diagram 5 show a semicircular disc with center O and right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, okay, it is a 90 degree. Given that the length of ED is 10, okay, it's given here. And the radius of the semicircle is 6 cm, okay, it's given here too. Find the angle of EAD. The question is asking for this angle. Okay. So the information we have is 6, and over here is another 6. Part A, we have this triangle, 10 and 12, and the angle is EAD. So I will be using tangent angle EAD equals to 10 over 12. Okay, so angle EAD will be, so let's take our calculator. And the first thing, this is circular measure. We need to change the mode to gradient. Okay, mode gradient. Okay, be careful. When we do circular measure, we change it to mode gradient. When we do other questions, we change it back to degree. Okay, remember this. 10 shift tangent 10 over 12. That will be 10 over 12. That will be 0.6947 radian. Okay, so that's the answer. And then B. The length of the arc CD. CD. Okay, the question is asking for this arc CD. Okay, so we have the angle 0.6947 over here. So let's draw another line over here, and the angle will be double angle. How to calculate the double? Come back to Form 3 mathematics. So when here is A, here is 2A. So 0.6947, let's times 2. It will be 1.389. Okay, 1.3895. Okay, to be accurate. Okay, so to find the length of CD, okay, we are using this formula. S equals to r theta. The radius I know is 6. The angle is 1.3895. Okay, let's press calculator. 6 times 1.3895. That will be 8.337 cm. All right. Okay, 4 significant figure or 3 decimal places. All right, next, C. The question is asking the area of the shaded region. Shaded region. So this shaded region, it will be find the triangle. Okay, triangle AED. Okay, which is, yeah, we can find it, right? You take away the triangle ACO, and you take away the sector OCD. That will be the shaded area. Okay, let's do it. This is half times base times height minus half AB sine theta. Okay, the angle is, I will use pi minus 1.3895. And then I will minus this one. Half AB half r square theta is 1.3895. Okay, let's press calculator. 60 minus 0.5 times 36 times sine pi. Pi, are we using 3.142? They never mention it, so I will use the calculator. Pi minus 1.3895, and then minus 0.5 times 36 times 1.3895. Okay, let's check. I get this answer, 42.82. Mm. 48 No, it's not possible. The number is too big. Let's count again. Half. That is 60 minus 0.5 times 36 times sine pi minus 1.3895. Then minus 17. I pressed wrongly. Okay. 17.28 cm squared. That will be the answer. Okay. So again, let's look at the question one more time to check if there is any mistake. This, okay, semicircle, half circle or semicircle is a straight line. They give you whatever information, radius, and then find the angle EAD. I will be using tangent. Tangent angle EAD equals to 10 over 12. Then I get the angle, okay, 0.6 something. Yeah, the answer must be less than 45 degrees by looking at this thing. It is less than 45 degrees, so the angle is reasonable. So this is, you can either check again by using calculator, okay, or you can roughly know, oh, this is 45 degree. 45 degree is actually pi over 4, so the number is reasonable. 3 over 4, okay, 3 over 4 is 0.7 something, is around that number, so it's reasonable. So B, S equals to R theta panjang lengkuk CD. So we are not using this angle. So we are using this angle because it's a sector. Okay. This is not a sector. We can't use this one. So 1.3 is double angle. This one, 1.3895. S equals to R theta. So I get this answer. All right, formula is correct. So part C, I'm using the triangle minus the triangle minus this sector. So everything is correct. So I get this answer. Yeah, should be safe. All right. Then how much is it? 6 marks. Yeah, easily. So let's move on to the next one. Now, this question, why I select this one? Because of the right angle 90 degrees. Sometimes they don't mention this 90 degree. They say that CD is a tangent. Okay, touching D. Okay, so it is giving you the hint that you are going to use tangent, sine cos tangent. All right. So that will be one thing. And then the second thing I want you to know, to remember before exam, is the A and 2A, this angle. So be very careful. Next, I choose this Negeri 9 paper. Let's read the question. Diagram show a triangular cut ABC. She draws a circle. Sometimes the circle in a triangle, or sometimes a triangle in a circle. Okay, so and here involve tangent. Okay, that's why I selected this question for you. Let's read the question. Diagram triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral means sama panjang. This one sama panjang. All right. Now you can see this word is mentioned. All sides are tangent to the circle, touching, and it is a 90 degree. So use a little bit of your Form 3 mathematics knowledge. Touching. Okay, so this one and this one must be the same length. This one and this one must be the same length. So equilateral triangle, right? And it must be 120 degree. And here must be 60 degree. 60 degree. and 120 degree. Okay, refresh your memory a little bit. Refresh it now is better than refresh it during exam on Thursday morning. Okay, let's do the question. Diberi bahwa panjang CC is 24 cm. Panjang CC segitiga. Okay, so that means you're telling me this is 12 and 12. All right. So panjang jejari bulatan, part A. The question is asking for panjang jejari bulatan. That means I want to find R. What can you see? I could see this triangle. 60 divided by 2, that is 30 degree, 90 degree, and this is the radius, this is the 12. Okay, so I can see this. 30 degree is actually pi over 6. Pi over 6. Tangent pi over 6 equals to R over 12. So radius equals to 12 times tangent pi. I'm using 3.142 divided by 6. So radius will be getting 6.929 cm. All right, so that's the answer. B, the area of the shaded region. Area of the shaded region. Okay, so over here, we are actually finding this area only, and we just multiply by 4. Then you will get the shaded region. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's the idea. 4 marks here. Part B, we are finding the area of this OB. Okay, let's call it D. Minus the OD. Okay, let's call it E. Okay, so the whole thing you times 4. Okay, that's the idea. So let's start. Area is half times base. Base is the 12 times the height. Height is the radius 6.929. You minus the half R square. Theta. The angle over here is how much? Okay, 120 divided by 2, which is 60 degree. 60 degree is pi over 3. So some of you don't remember, pi is 180 degrees. So 60 degree will be pi over 3. That's the 60 degree. So don't put in 60 degree. Okay, put in pi over 3 and then times 4. That is the area. Okay, then we use calculator. Point. Okay, 6 times 6.929 minus 0.5 times 6.929 square times pi. Are we using? Yeah, we are using 3.142 divided by 3. Okay, and then times 4. So it will be 65.73 cm square if it is in cm. Okay, here is the 4 marks. Then part C. the remaining ribbon if Serena has a meter ribbon to be placed around the shaded part of the card. So the question is saying that I have 1 meter ribbon and I want to place around the shaded part, okay, place around the shaded part over here, 12 and 12 and this up and double it, and what is left? Apakah bakinya? Okay, so what I will do is I will find, I will use 1 to minus 2 times this 12, and then this part. This part is S equals to R theta. Okay, why is it 2 times this? Is because you have 2 parts. All right. So I will be using the remaining, okay, baki or remaining will be 1 minus 2 times 12 plus 12 plus radius, where is my radius? 6.929, and angle, what is the angle here? 60 degree. 6, no, it's not 6, this one. Okay, the angle is 120. 120 is 2 over 3 pi. Okay. So it will be, okay, pressing calculator. Oh, this is 1 meter. 1 meter is 100 cm. 100 cm. 12 plus 12 plus 6.929 times 2 over 3 times pi. Okay. And then times 2 minus 100. So remaining baki is 22.97 cm. Okay, so check again. Please check again. It's good to check again. Okay, so look at the question. Is there any information we overlook? Then panjang CC 24, and then panjang radius. Okay, luas kawasan berlorek half R square. So baki ribbon, yeah, everything is safe. All right, so done. Then we get this 10 marks. 10 marks. Okay, paper 2, 10 marks. Okay, easily done. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, before that, okay, so and why I choose these questions, all right, again, it will involve the equilateral triangle, and you need to know equilateral triangle is 60, 60, and the tangent and the radius make a 90 degree, and you need to know, okay, this part, okay, sorry, this part and this one, they have the same length. Okay, come back to the lower secondary topics. Okay, 12 and 12 over here. So radius and radius over here, it is 90 degrees. So if this is 120, this one is 60. Yep. Okay, that's the information you need to refresh your memory. Okay, so that's why I choose this question. And the next question now. Okay, so this I choose Selangor trial paper. Okay, so why I choose this question? Let's see. Let's look at the question over here. This is a circle A, B, D, C. Okay. Diameter 12. A, D, B, C, diameter 12. That means radius is 6. So they did not put in, we put in ourselves. 6. Be very careful. This radius is 6. While sector ABD, ADC, sorry, ADC, center is A over here. Radius is 10. Okay, let's put in carefully. This one is 10. So if we break it down into 2 parts, they are actually 2 circles. Okay, this full circle radius is 6, and another partial circle, which is a sector with radius 10. Okay, this kind of question is very confusing. So I would suggest those who are not very familiar, split it into 2 parts like this. Okay, you can see this clearly. Okay. Now, again, we are using this pi 3.142. Find the angle BAC. BAC. This angle. Let's look at over here is 10, and then we have this. Over here is 6. Solution of triangle. We just did it yesterday. Okay. Angle BAC. We call it theta. All right. So, so we'll have this shape 6, 6, and 10. So this is theta. So this is 6 square equals to the left, right, cos theta. Okay, so angle BAC equals to 100 divided by 20 shift cos. $100 divided by 120, and then I shift cos. So I get the theta equals to 0.5857 radian. So we have the theta. Next, luas kawasan berlorek. Luas kawasan berlorek. Over here. Okay, how to do this one? So for this one, it's a bit complicated. That's why I choose these questions. Whilst kawasan below right here is, I would be using, okay, this part, which is here, let's see which area should we use to find the shaded. Okay, we need to see very carefully. Shaded region. That is the difficult part when we do circular measure. We need to see clearly which sector, which segment is to be chosen. Okay. I will be choosing this one. The angle here is I have this one 0.5857 theta here, and here also we have another theta. So here will be 4 theta angle. 4 theta angle. Okay, so I will be able to find the whole area here. Okay. Then let's okay. I will put a line over here. Okay, I find this sector first. Sorry, this segment. Okay, this segment. After that, I minus off this segment. Okay, that would be the shaded area. Okay, so now again, I repeat, to find the shaded area, you draw a line over here, okay, which is this line, okay, over here. Can you see this? Okay, so I will find this segment minus of this segment. Okay, so this segment is actually here. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. So my working now, it will be segment. Okay, so half r square. Be very careful. This one is 6 theta is 2 theta here. Minus sine the 2 theta. Okay, that is the area of segment, half r square, angle minus sine angle. Okay, it's 4 theta, sorry. This one is, we are using this one. This is 2 theta. We are using 4 theta here. Okay, so over here is 4 theta. And then I want to minus off the half tan square theta minus sine the theta. Okay, So please have a look. Look carefully. This part is this one. This part is this one. When we minus off, you will get the shaded area. So it is 36, 18, 4 theta, okay, 4 times 0.5857 minus sine 0.5857. Let's multiply by 4. It is 2.3428. Okay. Minus 50. 2 theta is 0.5857 times 2. 1.1714 minus sine. Let's do the calculation. 18, excuse me. 2.3428 minus sine 2.3428. Minus 50 times 1.1714 minus sine 1.1714. Close bracket. Answer should be 16.77. Okay, 4 significant figure or 3 decimal places. Okay. Unit is cm square. Okay, 16.77. Okay, so let's check again. Okay, have a look at this working. Are you okay with this? If you need me to explain again, please ask. Okay, please comment. Repeat B. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you are here again, Flasher. Okay. Okay. So I'll explain this again to you. Part B. Okay. Now, to find this area, okay. So the thing is, I split it into 2 parts. One circle here, another partial circle over here. So to find this one, I will need to find the whole thing here. And then I minus off this part. Okay. I find the blue color here. Okay. I minus off the red color here. Okay. It's segment here, the blue color segment, minus off the red color segment. Okay, that's the first step. That's the first step. Okay, you need to understand the concept first. Okay, I erase this one so you can see clearly. This segment minus this segment. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's half r squared. Be very careful. Be very careful. The radius is 6 for this one. For this circle is 6. We are using 4 theta because the theta is here and 2 theta is here. This one is, if this is 2 theta, here will be 4 theta. 2 theta. So I will be using 4 theta minus sine 4 theta. This one is, I forgot to write. If not, I don't get marked. Okay. Then minus the half this part is the segment for the second partial circle. R square theta minus sine theta. So the rest is pressing calculator. Or he, okay, flashy. Okay, yeah. Okay, so these are the questions that I want you to understand that it will come out where it involves two circle overlap. Okay, remember it could be circle and triangle overlap or circle and circle overlap. Okay, so this question is circle and circle overlap. This kind of question, we need to split it into two parts. Okay, split into two parts. So here, the question is asking for the shaded area. We are actually finding the big area here, the whole area here, by using the full circle. Find the segment. Okay, find the segment. The formula for segment, right? We mentioned a few times already. So this is 4 theta. The angle, the R is 6. This is 4 theta. So we find the segment over here. And then we minus, okay, this one. This part. Let me erase the red color one. Minus this part, blue color part, which is here. 2 theta and 10 this part. Okay, the red color segment minus the blue color segment. That will give me the shaded area. This one is 6. Okay, we can ignore this one. So not to confuse ourselves. 6 and 6. Here is 4 theta. Here is 2 theta. Segment minus segment. How about this explanation? Hope you can understand this one. This red color area minus this blue color area will be the shaded area. Okay, ma? Let's move on to the next one. Okay, another one is, okay, this one is from Selangor trial paper, paper 2. Okay, now, let's look at this one. Why I choose this one? Again, there will be triangle inscribed in a triangle, or circle in a triangle, triangle in a triangle. That kind of questions that will ask you. Okay. So let's read the question. ABC is a tangent to the smaller circle B. Okay. So let's understand the full drawing first before you do the question. Oh, can already, Flash, yeah. This is a tangent touching this one. Okay, 2 circles and a few triangles here. Okay, so that would be the kind of manipulation they will ask you. Okay, and remember the basic concept. Okay, everything back to the basic, split it out. Remember this. Okay. using pi, okay, it's given. Tunjukkan bahawa OA is 9.8. Okay, before I start with the questions, so I will zoom into this one. And let's understand the diagram very carefully, very clearly. Here, let's see. This is the radius. They never mention about the radius. Okay, I just put it R, and this is R. Okay. What other information we have here? No. That's all. Okay. And this is the tangent. Touching is a tangent. Do we have any information about this one? No, nothing. The only thing I know is you can form, okay, yeah, I know already. It's 2 pi over 5. 360 over 5. That's the only information. Okay, and then when you split into 2, this is pi over 5. That's all I know. That is all I know from the question. Okay. Any other information that we can extract from here? Okay, yeah, we can. If we have this angle is 90 degree, so this one must be 90 degree minus the pi over 5. Yeah, I have the angle here. The angle here will be half pi minus, so it's 3 over 10 pi. That's the only information I can extract, okay, before I start with the question. Okay, so you should do that. All right, look at the question first, try to study carefully, then only you start with the question. It will be easier for you. Okay, let's look at this one. Tunjukkan bahawa panjang OA. Wait, it's only 1 mark. It's only 1 mark. Okay. Never mind, we still do the question. 1 mark means 1 minute or 3 steps. Tunjukkan bahawa OA is 9. Diberi. Okay, now they give you something. The information given is not on top, it's at the bottom here. Okay, so OD is 8 cm. Okay, OD is over here. It's 8 cm. So I erase the R. So this is 8 cm. Okay, which means that this is the radius. I draw the blue color radius for the smaller triangle, smaller circle, sorry. So it's 8 radius. And so this one also should be 8. Okay. Show that OA, which is the radius, okay, is 9.889. I want to show that. So I will be using sine cos tangent. All right. Sine cos tangent, which one should I use? 8. I will be using this triangle. Should I put it, where should I put it? Let me put it out a little bit. Okay, I'll do it here. I will extract this triangle out. This is 8. This is pi over 5. This is 90. This is R, which is OA. So I will use cos pi over 5 equals to 8 over R. So R equals to, let's try, hopefully I get the answer, 8 over cos pi. Should I use 3.14? Yeah, I should use 3.142 over 5. 9.889. Yes, it's 2 steps. Okay, and then B. Let's do it. Calculate the difference between the length AC and arc DE. Arc AC and arc DE, Bezier. Okay. The question is asking what is the difference between AC and DE. So we are using this one with radius R. Okay, find this S1 minus the shorter one, 8, and S2. They have the same common angle, which is 2 pi over 5. Now it is useful, okay? If I did not start with this one first, I will be jumping from here and calculating the angle, finding information that will be very distracting. Okay, so I will be using S1 minus S2. S1 is R theta. R is 9.889. Theta is 2 pi over 5 minus the R. Theta is 2 pi over 5. Isn't it easy? Just use this one minus this one and times the angle. Yes, okay. So I will use 9.889 minus 8, then times 2 over 5 times 3.142. Okay, so I will get 2.374 cm. Let's see if there's anyone need me to explain again. No? Okay, that's good. That is good. And part 2 is the area. Okay, the area of the blue colored region. Okay, so the area of the blue colored region. This one times 5, which is this one times 5. Okay, how to find this segment? Zoom out a little bit. The radius 9.889, and the angle is 2 pi over 5, and find this one times 5. Okay, got it, everybody? You have the idea now how to find the shaded area. Why is it times 5? Because you have 5 sides now. 2 pi over 5. Yep. Then let's do it. Half r squared theta minus sine theta times 5. So it will be 5 over 2. Radius is 9.889 squared. The angle is 2 pi over 5 minus sine 2 pi over 5. And the next thing will be calculator. 2 divided by 5 times 3 3.142 minus sine times 9.889 square times 502. So I got 74.736 cm square. 3 decimal places or 4 significant figure. Okay, you can write 74.74. Okay, so that is the working. All right. So today I show you these three examples of questions that is possible to come out. Okay. So what formula do we use? It's the simple half r square theta s equals to r theta, and just basic formula. The only problem here is how to visualize, how to dissect the inscribed triangle, inscribed circle in another circle, or sector in a circle, that kind of thing. Remember, okay, this Thursday, this kind of question will come up. You split it into different components. Okay, triangle and triangle, split it, circle, segment, sector, or split it out before you start with the questions. Okay, then you will be able to solve the question with confidence. Okay, it's not easy, but it will come out. Okay, and you can do it, right? Okay, so later, Mr. Silk will be coming in and teach the second part, which is function. Okay. While waiting for him, okay, we still have time. I will show you one more question, sir. Okay, now this one is the easier version question. Hopefully, this kind of question will come out. Okay, we hope this kind of question will come out. But hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Okay, so let's look at this question. Hopefully, okay, this kind of question come up. Radius 6. Let's zoom in a little bit. BC sepanjang 9 cm. Tangent, this is tangent. Diberi AB sama dengan DC. And panjang lengkuk major, okay, they mention panjang lengkuk major, 80 is, that means it's here, 27.528. That means it's this panjang lengkuk major. Hitung, okay, whatever they want to count later only we do. Let's analyze the question first. So there will be this line. Okay, 9 cm, 90 degree, it will make a rectangle. And if this is 6 cm, this one also must be 6 cm because it's radius. Then they give me 27, so I can find the theta. If I can find the theta, I can find the alpha. Yes. If I cannot find the alpha, I can find the beta over here. Yeah, I can find almost everything. Okay, I guess so. So if I split it into two parts, okay. If they shade this part, that means most probably they will ask me to find the area or the arc or the perimeter. Okay, so let's see what they want now. Part A. Angle AOD, that means find alpha. So I would need to find the theta first. S equals to r theta, the formula I will use. The arc is 27.585. Radius is 6. And I want to find the theta. After that, I will find the alpha. 27.585 divided by 6. That will be 4.5975 radian. So alpha equals to 1 circle is 2 pi minus theta. Did they mention 3.142? No. So I will just use 2 times pi. This 4.5. So I get 1.68 56686 radian. So if you want to write angle AOD equals to 1.686 radian. Okay, that's it. 1 mark. Huh? 1 mark only? Okay, I wasted a few steps just because of 1 mark. I did not see the mark. Okay. And luas rantau berlorek. Okay. Oh, Mr. Silk is here. Okay, let me finish this one. Then he will take over and do the second half of this session. Yeah. Okay. Second part. Luas kawasan berlorek. Luas kawasan berlorek. That means how to find this luas kawasan berlorek? Can you dissect and split it into different parts? So what is the mark? It's 4 marks, 12 steps. Okay, think about this one. How are we going to split it? There are many ways. There are not one way, not only one working. Okay, let's think about this one together. This is 6, and this is 6. And I want to find the luas rantau berlorek. All right. So I can find the area of the whole sector. Okay. And then I minus off this triangle. Then I will get this red color. Then after that, I will use the 4.5 times the CD minus off the red color part. That will be the shaded area, right? Okay, so I think this one I will leave it as your homework. You can send your answer to the Google Classroom if you want me to check for you. Okay, so yeah, that will be the idea. Okay, my suggestion. You can continue and do it. If you still cannot solve it, please PM me. Okay, then in the group, I'll send you the answer. Okay, you try this question. All right. Hopefully, this kind of question will come out is easier compared to the previous few questions. Please do revision for this one. Okay, the previous 3 questions that I show you just now. Okay, so that's all for my part. Mr. Silk?
Yes.
Hi, you are here already. Okay, I pass it to you.
Can.
Okay.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the morning session. I know maybe just now circular measure is a little bit hard, or maybe something hard on looking at the diagram. And also for the second part, function and quadratic function is actually a very, very long topic. I will not discuss everything. But I'm going to discuss what is going to come up. Okay, because today is like a last minute revision. So if you are wondering if you can get any free notes, okay, if you want to get notes that is free, I'm giving out free notes. You can have the notes of the whole chapter 1 and chapter 2. Also, maybe other chapter as well. If you want, just type at the comment below, I want. Then I will send the Google Classroom. You can get the notes from the Google Classroom. Okay, so that's the plan. So if you think that you want the notes, just type below, I want. Then I will send it to the Google Classroom. So that's the part of getting the full notes. Okay, getting the full notes. All right, so starting with letting the comment running, let's see how many of you are ready to get the notes or something like that. But looks like no one. No one wants the notes, or just the YouTube is just running, something like that. Hopefully there's students that want the notes. If no one wants that, I'm not going to upload that into a Google Classroom. So also at the same point, I'm going to upload two files about the quadratic function and function that we are going to learn today. Okay, let's start with the function. Okay, what is the thing that I feel that it will always come out and you need to know how to do? The inverse function. Now, inverse function, they're not only asking you how to inverse, they ask you how to sketch this inverse function. If I get to know this inverse function, let me sketch it out directly on this graph here. As I can see, this is my inverse function. As I can see, this is my inverse function. This is negative 1.5. This is negative 1.5. And I try to go up, something like that. So when I get something like that, this is my y equal to 2x plus 3 over x plus 2. This is the part until 2. Let's find out, this is the domain. Okay, remember, this is the domain. So I want to find out what is the range. So to find the range, I need to look at the height. I know the range is 0, starting from the 0, until where is it when it's 2? Where is the value when it's 2? So when x is equal to 2, my y is 2 times 2 plus 3 over 2 times 2 plus 2. So I'm getting 7 over 4. This is 7 over 4. So what happened is I draw a line. I name it as the y equal to x line here. This is my y equal to x line. So whenever I try to inverse, I have to draw this mirror. We call it as y equal to x line. So from this mirror, you have to do some properties here. What is the main important properties? This negative 1.5 will touch the mirror and reflect here. So this is the negative 1.5. The 2 will touch the mirror and reflect here. This is the 2. And this 7.4 will touch the mirror and reflect here. 7 over 4. So what happened is I also see that I started from this X intercept. and end at this part. This part ending is your 2, 7/4. So you need to know that I start at x-intercept. This time I start at y-intercept, and I go up and end at here, and end at here. Just now is 2, 7/4. I this time end at here. 7/4, 2. I turn it around. The x is 7/4. The y is 2. I will stop here. I will stop here. Okay, maybe I draw a little bit closer to here. I will stop here. So what happened is I need to sketch the graph. The graph will be going up, passing the same point, and touch the point here. So that's the F inverse. So you need to see, whenever we try to sketch F inverse, everything that go towards this mirror have to be reflected. Have to be reflected. That's the very important point that you need to take note. Am I getting any question here? This I spot that this kind of question is going to come up. Okay, I spot that this kind of question is going to come up. All right, that keeper Flashia say 1. Okay, I will upload the notes so you all can see. Is it a lot of delay from my live stream because I asked quite some time and then I only received the reply? I think there's a lot of delay there. And of course, I'm going to share the Google Class link again at the chat. So you can actually look at the chat, I mean the Google Class link. Go to the Google Classroom and get the notes down. It's totally free for you all. I actually sell to other people, but today I'm going to give it free because we want to prepare for our final exam. So I'm going to give everything free here just to make sure you are ready for the exam. All right. So yeah, is there any questions here? So if there's no, we are going to move on. This kind of question, please take note. Draw inverse function is very important. Another drawing thing that you need to take note is the modulus function. The modulus function. How to draw a modulus function? It will 100% be a V shape like that. Okay. Modulus function also need to know how to sketch. All right. So besides, let's take a look on the next question. We are going to analyze what? Analyze how to look at whether it is a function or not a function. This kind of question, why I say it's important, because it's a new syllabus. Never come out in exam before, which make this high chance coming out. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to introduce you all first. Kita mempunyai vertical line test. Dalam Melayu, kita panggil seperti yang ni, kita panggil garis ujian mengufur. Okay, vertical line test. So if I have a curve, let's say the curve is like this. Okay, and another curve is like this. And I draw vertical line test. Vertical line test means a straight line. I draw like that. I draw like that. This one touch the curve 1 point. This one touch 2 point. So if touch 2 point, not function. Bukan fungsi. Kalau touch 1 point, dia adalah fungsi. Dia adalah function. Okay, this is very important, yeah. Usually come out in paper 1. Another one, kita ada horizontal line test. Horizontal line test. So what happened is horizontal line test dalam Melayu garis ujian mencangcang. So kalau kita mempunyai same graph, let's say like that, and like this, and I draw a line. Mencang-cang is a horizontal. This one touch 2 point. This one touch, sorry. This one touch 1 point. No matter where we draw, it's also touch 1 point. So in this case, it touch 2 point, no inverse. Tak ada inverse. When we say no inverse, we also can say not one-to-one function. Bukan satu kepada satu fungsi. So if touch 1 point, got inverse. Is a one-to-one function. Okay, pretty straightforward. So some student ask, cikgu, kalau saya draw at this line, right, it's only touch 1 point. Boleh tak cakap got inverse? No. Kalau you move out, maximally dia akan menyentuh 2 titik. Then you say no inverse. You have to find out, move every round to see where is it move, where is it touch. If mostly touch 2, then it will be 2. Okay, this is very important, you know, because if you do not understand this kind of thing, it's a little bit hard for you to like understand what am I going to do here. So A and B here, let's say, write down the letter of each graph which does not represent a function. Does not means I need to touch 2 point. Okay, but I need to use vertical line test. So I touch 2 point. So A is not. B, is it only 1 point? C or not? Yes, it's function. D is function. E, tahan 2 point. So E is not function. F, no, is a function. C, so easy only. 2 marks, just labeling like that, you see. So you need to understand the question. So now horizontal line, I draw, is a, okay, before write the letter of each graph which represent a function does not have inverse. Does not have inverse means I need to have touch 2 point. So this one touch 1 point, inverse. Touch 1 point, inverse. Touch 2 point, not inverse. Touch 2 point again, not inverse. Touch 1 point, okay. Touch 1 point, okay. So you just need to label out and get the answer. Just as simple as that. Any questions from the team, from the group? Today, quadratic function and function, right? There is nothing much I can take and talk about, but these are the things that you need to take note usually. Maybe I will take one more function question to discuss lah, because I see that I didn't prepare a lot of hard question because I want you all to have strong basic. So when you go to exam hall, you know what to do. At least you write down something. Is there any questions? No? Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's move on into the next question. We are going to move a curve. Now, we go to quadratic equation. So if we take a look on quadratic equation, this is a quadratic equation. But how are we going to move? I am suspecting something like this coming out. I'm not sure maths came out this kind of question or not, but Add Maths is like a maths, okay? So I look at this completing the square. This is bentuk penyempurnaan kuasa 2. Kalau kita tengok dalam ni, kita bagikan dia jadi kosong. x equal to 2. So this is the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Kita panggil paksi symmetry dan kita juga ada maximum value, nilai maximum. The 4 is the 1. So this is the maximum coordinate. Now look at the first question. They say what? Negative 3 dia jadi negative 6. Boleh nampak tak? Negative 3 here, yang depan ni A, negative 3, dia jadi negative 6. So what happen if a negative 3 become a negative 6? So you see, first of all, I tell students, ignore the negative version. Ignore the negative. Just think that is just a positive thing here. Okay, just think that is a positive thing here. So what am I trying to say here is you just ignore the A, you think that is A equal to 3 and then become A equal to 6. Okay, if the value, okay, if the value getting bigger, value getting bigger, right? The graph will getting thinner. The graph will getting thinner, semakin kurus. Okay, is there any questions? So if positive, let's say y equal to 2x minus 2 squared. So this is my graph. Kalau positive ya, this is my graph. But suddenly become y equal to 5x minus 2, dia jadi semakin kurus. Sama sahaja. Okay, if the value getting bigger for the A, then it jadi semakin kurus. Tak perlu risau kepada itu negatif. Don't need to worry about the negative. Okay, so in another word, let's say 4 become 1. The 4 here become 1. Of course, very easy. It will become until 1. So your graph go down like that. Okay, your graph go down like this. Then, in another word, we also have something like this. Let's say, negative 2 become negative 5. You can see inside negative 2 become negative 5 means that it will reach until 5. So means that the graph is like that. Move to the right side until 5. Okay, any questions here? I think this is pretty straightforward. You all can understand this very clearly. This is very important. Usually asked in the exam. Usually they will ask this in the exam. Okay. Any questions? Because I just now asked already, I'm not sure if the chat is a little bit slow. I think it's a little bit slow, so that's why it's not reaching out yet. So that's the important part. Now let's take a look on the next question. If you got question, you can ask me. I can go back there. So now we are going to analyze some of the quadratic equation here. One of the quadratic equation that I think is good to analyze is something like that. Okay, so express fx into a completing the square. So first of all, I tell students, if you want to do completing the square, make sure your a here is equal to 1. So I divide by 3. Everything I divide by 3. So this is the first step. Second step, I separate into plus bracket square minus bracket square plus 5/3. So when I get this kind of thing, what I put inside here is this thing I put inside negative 2 mesti bahagi dengan 2. Always divide by 2 only. Always divide by 2. So I combine them now. Okay. So I combine the first three terms, you tak perlu risau apa-apa yang jadi, copy the x down, copy the -2 divide 2, -1 square. Just think that the first three terms will become like that. Okay, this is factorized. You faktorkan, tapi kalau you expand, you will get the same. So don't have to be worried. The back part, just press your calculator. -1 square plus 5/3. I'm getting 2/3. So this is fx over 3. Now, we bring the 3 go there. So fx is equal to 3 bracket x minus 1 square. Jangan darab ke dalam. You tak boleh darab ke dalam, plus 2. You cannot darab 3 inside a square like this. You cannot say, oh, I get 3x minus 1, 3x minus 3 square. No, don't do that way. Okay, don't do that way. All right. So just leave it like that is enough. Okay, this is the completing the square. Can you see? 3 bracket x minus 1 square plus 2. So what is the use of completing the square? Completing the square can help you find three things. The first thing is the axis of symmetry, Baxi symmetry. You let this one, x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. And then the behind, y is equal to 2. This is called the maximum or minimum value. So this is the minimum value. And then we have the minimum point. So you combine 1 and 2. So this is the minimum point. Why I know it's a minimum point? Because your A is positive. Kalau A is negative, then you say it's maximum. But this one, A is minimum point. We know it's more than 0. So we write down 1, 2, minimum point. If you understand, just put an emoji so I understand that you understand. Okay. Let's continue. I want to sketch the graph. I purposely take this question because I want to teach you all how to sketch the graph. This is a section B question. This is a section B question. So when I say I want to sketch a graph, I have to prepare few things. First, I already know the minimum point. I need to prepare two more things. The x intercept, y equal to 0. Okay, I put inside 0 equal to 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. So I factorize. Equal to 0. So 3x, x, and then what can I put? Oh, I don't think we can get a very good answer. So maybe I press the calculator. Let's see if I can get the answer or not. I don't think we can get any answer here, I believe. Yeah, x has no value. Okay, because your calculator will give you something that is irrelevant. Your answer on the calculator will have something like that. So it means that there is no x value. There is no x intercept. Then we check the y intercept. Y intercept x equals 0. We put inside f0. It means that 0 minus 6 times 0 plus 5. So y is equal to 5. So when I do this, I sketch the graph directly. Okay, 1, 2 is the minimum point. This is 1, 2. 1, 2 is the minimum point. So the maximum, the y-intercept is here. So I sketch the graph like that. That's all. 3 marks for this graph. Y, x. Itu sahaja. Because there is no x-intercept, so you just sketch the graph just like that. As easy as ABC. This question here, not hard. It's actually not hard. Okay, and then we are going to take a look on the last question here, the C here, sorry, the D here. So they say if the graph is panto kepada x-axis, write the equation. Panto means I will get something like that. Panto. So what happened is everything here, fx equal to 3x squared. Okay, fx equal to 3. I use this completing a square. This is the completing the square, right? If panto, everything you times -1. So you get fx, sorry, you get fx equal to -3 bracket x minus 1 square. Inside don't times, just times outside, plus 2 times -1, -2. That's it. That's it. Any questions? Kalau pantu kepada x-axis, everything times -1. Okay, so that is the quadratic equation that came out in the exam. You might see this kind of question in exam. I would say a high chance this kind of question coming out. Okay, so another thing that maybe come out. Okay, I tell students always focus on MISM paper. So one of the MISM paper is almost like this. If you can see, I do a quick one. So you all can take a look on what is the MISM paper looks like. Something like that. This is the MISM paper. Okay, I do a quick one. So I want to do a completing the square. So I divide everything by -4. So x squared minus become plus x minus 1/2. Okay, divide by -4. So in this case, I got this. I just do the completing the square method. Put a bracket square minus bracket square minus 1/2, and I put inside 1/2. 1/2. Divide the 1 divide by 2. So combine them, x plus 1/2 square minus the whole thing behind, press the calculator. -3/4. This is your fx times over -4. So fx will be -4 bracket x plus 1/2 times -4 at the back. So you see, I compare this part with this part. What can I say? I can say that the h is 1/2, the k is 3. So that's the answer. It's the same as what we do here. Then for the b, we find to sketch the graph. We get to know this x here is -1/2, 3. And what is this value? Maximum value kerana A adalah korang dari kosong. So find x intercept. Y equals 0. Put into the equation 0 equal to -4x squared minus 4x plus 2. I press calculator. Let's see if I can get any answer or not. So -4, -4, 2. I get x is -1.37. And then x is 0.37. Then y-intercept, x equals 0. F0 is equal to 0 minus 0 plus 2. So y is equal to 2. So I sketch the graph. It's a maximum point, right? So -1.37 is here. 0.37 is here. And then this is the point, -1/2, 3. And then I sketch the graph. Go down like this. And this is the part 2. So you see, the question in MISM is exactly the same as what I discussed just now. Please look at MISM paper before your exam because we expect that they will come out something like MISM. Okay, then the last part is a little bit complicated if you can see. Let's look at the last part. What does it actually try to say here? So, given point RS lies on the curve such that S is more than 0. So s is more than 0. S more than 0 means the y is more than 0. So means that the point can be only on the top part here. Okay? If the vertical distance of point P, I do not know where is point P. Maybe P is here, maybe P is here. I do not know. But point P, vertical distance from the x axis is 0.44. Meaning to say go up until here. This is point P. The vertical distance, I do not know the x, but I already know the 0.44 is the y. I know go up 0.44 y. Find the horizontal distance of the P from the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is here. Let's find out what is the x first. If y is 0.44 equal to negative 4x squared minus 4x plus 2, I bring everything to one side. 4x squared plus 4x minus 2.44 equal to 0. I find out the x first. Press the calculator. And I get to know the x is 0.43 and x is negative 1.43. Got two answers. Am I doing right? I think there's something wrong here. From the x-axis, I get to know s is, if the vertical distance of point P from x-axis, vertical distance 0.44, P is 0.44. Yeah, I think it's correct. Plus, oh, this one I minus wrongly, yeah? So sorry. This one minus 2. So 0.44 minus 2, I get negative 1.56. So I press the calculator again. Okay. Equation of 2, 4, negative 1.56. I get 0.3 and negative 1.3. So meaning to say if it's 0.44, it will be at 0.3. 0.3 is at the bottom already, here. Oh, sorry, at not bottom, at here, 0.3. So I go in 0.3, right? This is the part 0.3. This one I erase, I redo here. So as you can see here, this is the blue color. So another one is negative 1.3. Negative 1.3 is also here. Very small value here, negative 1.3. So this part here is your P. This part here is your P. So in this case, we got to know that I want to find the distance from the axis of symmetry. This is the axis of symmetry. So negative 1.3 until negative 1.2, 1 over 2. So what is the distance? What is the distance? So I use negative 1.3 minus 1 over 2. I find the distance. I get negative 0.8. So just now got another 0.3 until here. Also, I want to find the distance. The distance will be the same actually. 0.3 minus 1 over 2. You will also get 0.8. So the distance between 0.3 to here is 0.8 unit. So they say find the horizontal distance of point P from the axis of symmetry. It will be 0.8. That is the distance. That is the distance. All right. So this is the K-bar question they will ask. Give you the easy, then K-bar come out. This is the type of question they will ask. So you need to take note. Okay, so yeah, this is the quadratic function question. I'm going to take other type of question in also. Let me see if there's any other MISM paper question that I can take out and discuss here. Okay, another question that I would like to discuss is something like that. Question, this is the MISN paper. So I take it out, I will discuss with you all. So if you look at this, the diagram shows a parallelogram ABCD in such that the length of AB 10U is 10 units more than the length of AQ. So AB, let's say AQ is X. I do not know what is AQ, X. So AB will be X plus 10 unit difference. Okay, 10 unit difference. So if we take a look on this question again, if the area of parallelogram, how do we calculate area? Area of parallelogram is the height times the base. So X times X plus 10 is tidak melebihi P kurang dari P. Okay, so in this case, I want to find the Julat bagi AQ. I want to find the X. So minus P less than equal to 0. If I look at this, how do I find the Julat? My Julat must be dalam sebutan P. So how do we find the Julat? First, we use the quadratic formula. Negative B plus minus B squared minus 4AC over 2A. Let's find out negative B plus minus B squared minus 4AC over 2A. So we put into the value negative 10 plus minus, I use my calculator, 100 tambah 4P over 2. Okay, so if I take a look on this kind of question, right, I can continue and do. Of course, I cannot take the negative version kerana X dia tak boleh negative, never negative. Okay, so I only take the positive version. Negative 10 plus, I see that 104P, I can take out 4. Excuse me. And I will get something like that, divide by 2. So I simplify negative 10 plus 2 square root 25 plus P over 2. And I divide by 2. Negative 5 plus square root 25 plus P. So this is my X. So I want to find the Julat. I draw the graph. It can be only start from 0. Minimally can start from 0. And then until here, negative 5 plus square root 25 plus P. I always tell students, if you look at the sign, this is less than, you shade at the bottom. So your answer will be between negative 5 plus square root 25 plus P until 0. If it's more than, if it's more, not less than, if let's say there is more than, the question is about more than, it will be shade on the top. It will be shade on the top. Then your answer will go to the right side. Kalau soalan adalah more than. Okay, but you cannot say answer less than 0 because no negative. Okay, cannot negative. X value cannot negative. Length tak boleh negative. So that is the very important many students make mistake. And then MISN paper also discuss about the concept. So when we look at the concept question, right, this is the part that many students, they do not know the concept. So if I take a look here, this is the concept question. B. Diagram menunjukkan graph like this. When the graph is reflected in the line y equal to 9, you will get something like that. So if I say, where is y equal to 9? This is y equal to 9. Let's say y equal to 9 is here. So I reflected y equal to 9. Okay, when I reflected y equal to 9, what happened to the graph? What happened to the graph? It will be reflected something like that. Am I right or not? I will be reflected something like that. Okay, I just draw down. Then you will get an equation called y equal to negative x minus m squared plus q. So if you look at this, they say determine the type of root if equal to 0. Let's say y equal to 0. Y equal to 0. What happened? Equal to 0 means it's x intercept. How many x intercept do you have? How many x intercept do you have? 2. X intercept, meaning to say it is two real and distinct roots. So they say determine the of root, two real and distinct root. All right, this is a little bit confusing. This is a little bit confusing. But that's the answer. Okay, I am going to do one more question here from the MISM. I'm not sure how many questions left for the MISM about function and quadratic function. Let me double check here. I think there's one more question here that I can do here. Let me see if section B there's any function and quadratic function question. Okay, I don't think so. So I will just do this out so that you all can see what is the type of question that usually come out. So the function question here. If you take a look on this function question, MISM paper, so I take a look here. This is one, if I label out in a pair, or maybe I label out in like that. So what is the thing that touch? 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. This is the point that touch. And then I have another one like that. Then I draw out 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. So everything is connected one by one. So all this is one-to-one function. You see? One-to-one function. Connect everything like that. So I write the domain. What is the domain? This is 7, right? Not 8. 7. Okay? So I write the domain. Okay, I write the domain. The domain must be right with this. You must say it's the X. So domain are all the point that touch 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Must write this bracket. Without the bracket is wrong. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. That is the domain. And what is the range of relation? The range is all the y. So the y, you must write down the y equal to 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. That is the range. All right, it's very easy, but they always specify you to do the concept. They want you to understand what is the concept here. How to describe in BM? Okay, mempunyai dua punca nyata. Mempunyai dua punca nyata. Zooming. Mempunyai dua punca nyata dan berbeza. Also can. Two different root. Two distinct root. Okay, mempunyai dua punca nyata dan berbeza. Nyata means real. Okay, berbeza means the distinct. Berbeza. Okay, good question. Okay, in this case, this is the function. And then we are going to take a look on this part here. Question B. In the diagram 5, the functions f map set x to y. This is f. Then g map y to z. So they say gy, they already got the gy for you. Very good. Gy is 8 over 4 minus y. They say find the function that map z to x. They want z to x. How am I going to find this? Suddenly z go back to x. Okay, so if you want to find z go to x, we find out what is x go to z first. X go to z is gfx. gfx. I also know fx is already 3x minus 7. You already got fx is 3x minus 7. So let's find out. G fx is in the G. I put in the f. So in the G, 8 over 4 minus f. So 8 over 4 minus 3x minus 7. So times it in 8 over 4 minus 3x plus 7. So GFX is 8 over 11 minus 3x. You get 2 marks here first. You get 2 marks here first. You find the GFX, you get the 2 marks. Now you inverse back. You want to come back, you want to inverse. So GFX, I want to find the inverse. So y is equal to 8 over 11 minus 3x. This is y in terms of x. So we convert to x in terms of y. So we change place. 11 minus 3x equal to 8 over y. 11 minus 8 over y equal to 3x. X is equal to 11 over 3 minus 8 over 3y. So we write it nicely. 11 over 3 minus 8 over 3x. That's the answer. So you don't have to combine them. You can leave your answer like that. That will be the final answer. Any questions? So if you think that this is a very good thing that you want to understand better, or you want to share it out to your friend, share this live to your friend, just share this live. And then if you got question, just comment at below. So just feel free to comment at below. One more question, we end today's session. I'm not going to pull too long because you need your time to study also. So in this case, question the C is the same. If you look at the MISM paper, it's basically what I actually expect it will come out in exam. Okay, so in this case, they asked to draw the graph like this. So first of all, they asked to draw inverse, right? I draw the inverse function by drawing the mirror first. So this is the y equal to x. When I draw the mirror already, if it start with x intercept, then this part start with y intercept. Then you just draw, go up like that. That's all. It must be mirrorized from the y equal to x. That's how you get the 2 marks. Can you see or not? State the corresponding coordinate of 2, 0. So the corresponding is 0, 2. That's the coordinate on the graph. So I state down. Okay, I sketch already, make sure you state the coordinate. If you didn't state, you only get 1 mark. You only draw, you only get 1 mark. Okay, always look carefully how many questions, how many instructions the question one. All right. So I think I will stop here. Is there any question? You can just comment below. The next section, I will discuss also a very easy get 10 marks question and also permutation combination for your paper one, very easily get 5 marks. So just stay tuned later to the next section, 1:30. That will be our last session. And then before going to the night, we will have what we say, the Ramalan questions. So Ramalan question will be run by Kelvin. I will be doing the probability distribution and also permutation combination. So stay tuned to the next session later. We will run the live later. All right. So I think that's all for today. I will see you later at 1:30. Bye.